walls, the shadows start to freeze. I don't leave a single trace, just a whisper in the breeze. Staring through the glass they built to keep me in my place. I can see the empty lies reflecting on their face. Heavy is the silver crown they tried to make me wear, tangled in the spider webs of promises they swear. Nothing left to prove to them and nothing left to hide. Watching as the temperature drops steadily inside, waiting for the moment that I was sinking in the dark and trying not to break. Now I'm shifting away, I'm changing my state. Crystal clear, cold as ice, ready to strike. The diamond cut, gliding on the frozen lake of everything they said, calculating every move and staying steps ahead, cutting through the atmosphere with absolute control, letting all the winter storm take over my soul. They thought I was delicate and easy to command, but I am just a weapon they could never understand, holding on to every breath until the final call. I was sinking in the dark and trying not to break. Now I'm shifting the way, I'm changing my state. Crystal clear, cold as ice, ready to strike. I'm taking all the heavy pressure, turning it to stone. I'm claiming all the shattered pieces, building the diamond cut. Violins are swelling up, the orchestra is loud, floating like a phantom right above the heavy crowd. They thought I would shatter when they threw me to the floor, gave me edges that they can't ignore. Now I'm shining sharper than I. I'm taking all the heavy pressure, turning it to stone. I'm claiming all the shattered pieces, building up a throne. Watch the diamond cut. Watch it cut. Watch it cut. Flawless and sharp. Draped in the finest silk, coat to the touch. They think I'm a monument, asking too much. Smiling for cameras, freezing the lens, wondering where the illusion begins. Caught in a gallery framed in the code, playing the narrative exactly as told. Watching them circle, hungry and blind, leaving my actual feelings. Flash, click, watch the light. Hold the breath on the night. Step right up, pay the price. Sharpen the edge of the. I'm moving through the shadows with the razor thin design. I'm leaving all the whispers and the enemies behind. I'm watching as the empires and the vanities decline. Slipping through the silence with the guillotine grace. Mirrors reflecting a ghost in the room, dancing in step with their impending doom. Perfectly balanced, not a hair out of place, hiding the poison they're about to taste. They wanted porcelain, fragile and weak, a pretty aesthetic that hardly can speak. But I learned the rhythm, I studied the game, and now I am ready to rewrite my ash. Quench the light, hold the breath on the night. Step right up, pay the price. Sharpen the edge of the. Moving through the shadows with the razor thin design. I'm leaving all the whispers and the enemies behind. I'm watching as the empires and the vanities decline. Slipping through the silence with the guillotine grace. They thought I was trapped in a beautiful cage, but I was just carefully turning the page. They built me a pedestal tall and severe, but the altitude only made my vision clear. And now I'm aiming right at the. I'm moving through the shadows with the razor thin design. I'm leaving all the whispers and the enemies behind. I'm watching as the empires and the vanities decline. Slipping through the silence with the guillotine grace. Guillotine grace. Ooh, never see it coming. Step back, ice cold. Step back, ice cold. We walking through the perimeter, checking the visual. Everything looking so lavish, but feeling so clinical. They want the porcelain, they want the breakable. I brought the weaponized, totally unshakable. Mirror reflects what you hoping to see, but you ain't prepared for the absolute freeze. So we shutting it down, we locking the temperature drops, holding the line. The ticking the clocks, taking the time. A delicate shell, ready to strike, aiming right at the. I'm deflecting the bullets and watching them fly. I'm reflecting the flash of the lights in my eye. I'm rejecting the limits that they try to apply. Watch the Sub-Zero ballistics floating right over the wreckage they made in the snow. Calculating the physics of everywhere I need to go. They thought a heavy collision would shatter my face, but I absorb all the impact with elegant grace. They're pulling the trigger but missing the mark. I am a glowing red dot in the dark, patiently waiting for them to just. The temperature drops, holding the line. The ticking the clocks, taking the time. A delicate shell, ready to strike, aiming right at the. I'm deflecting the bullets and watching them fly. I'm reflecting the flash of Sub-Zero Ballistics.
They think it's a game, they playing with glass, but she is the diamond that shatters the past. We taking the throne, we leaving no trace of ghost in the machine, and tearing the space, pushing the pressure until it just...
I'm reflecting the flash of the lights in my eye. I'm rejecting the limits that they try to apply. Watch the Sub-Zero Ballistics. Ballistics. Ooh.
Ice cold. Ice cold.
Carved out of the freezing rain. I never flinch and I never reveal the pain. They try to map out the fractures beneath my skin, looking for places where all of the cracks begin. But I am a fortress of lock the door, drop the floor, hear the sound hit the ground, watch the glass start to mass, forming into venom they try to spit. I am redirecting the damage with every hit. I am connecting the pieces that they omit. Watch the symmetric fracture. Drawn on my flawless face, calculating the vectors and claiming the space. They wanted a victim to silently fade away, but I am the glitch in the system that's here to stay, waiting for them to just lock the door, drop the floor, hear the sound hit the ground, watch the glass start to mass, forming into the venom they try to spit. I am redirecting the damage with every hit. I am connecting the pieces that they omit. Watch the symmetric fracture. Swings in the vacuum of empty air. I'm sitting perfectly still in the velvet chair. They're swinging wild and hitting the empty wall. I'm calculating the angle before the fall, and I am just waiting to watch the I am reflecting the venom they try to spit. I am redirecting the damage with every hit. I am connecting the pieces that they omit. Watch the symmetric fracture. Ever see the crack? a silver thread. I'm listening to every single whisper that they said. The atmosphere is heavy and the oxygen is thin, waiting for the grand finale strictly to begin. I'm standing in the center as they gather all around, listening to every single heartbeat in the sound. The gravity is pulling everything into the floor, and I can feel the walls close in, lights go dim, hearts beat fast, make it last. Push into the I'm dancing on the razor edge of everyone's desire. I'm walking through the center of the suffocating fire. I'm watching as the pedestals and monuments expire. Welcome to the Shatterpoint. The orchestra is playing, but the tempo is offbeat. I'm navigating through the poison, hiding in the sweet. They think they have me cornered in the middle of the room, but I am just the architect designing all their doom. The porcelain is pristine, but the pressure is too high. A million flashing cameras reflecting in my eye. The temperature is dropping to an absolute degree, and I can feel the walls close in, lights go dim, hearts beat fast, make it last. Push into the I'm dancing on the razor edge of everyone's desire. I'm walking through the center of the suffocating fire. I'm watching as the pedestals and monuments expire. Welcome to the Shatterpoint. The mirror cracks, the image breaks, the perfect facade begins to shake. I'm taking the pressure and letting it snap. The room goes dark, there is no map, and violently I'm dancing on the razor edge of everyone's desire. I'm walking through the center of the suffocating fire. I'm watching as the pedestals and monuments expire. Welcome to the Shatterpoint. Welcome to the Shatterpoint. Welcome to the Shatterpoint. Watch the light bend. Watch the light bend. Stepping through the hall of mirrors, every angle multiplied. Looking at the 1,000 versions of the girl they kept inside. Flashing cameras catching nothing but a shadow on the wall, waiting for the perfect moment for the domino to fall. They are reaching out to grab me, but I'm bending the light, shifting the sight, losing the trace, leaving the space, twisting up. I'm reflecting every spotlight into something they can't hold. I'm rewriting every story that the industry has told. I'm remaining so untouchable and beautifully cold, lost inside the prism distortion. Distortion. Whispers echoing around me in a manufactured loop, watching everybody scramble in the suffocating group. I am just a simulation wrapped in heavy velvet thread, living inside the illusion that I planted in their head. They are reaching out to grab me, but I'm bending the light, shifting the sight, losing the trace, leaving the space, twisting the... I'm reflecting every spotlight into something they can't hold. I'm rewriting every story that the industry has told. I'm remaining so untouchable and beautifully cold, lost inside the prism distortion. The colors are bleeding right out of the frame. Nobody here even knows their own name. I scatter the pieces all over the floor and leave them demanding a little bit more before I completely dissolve in the... And beautifully cold, lost inside the prism distortion. Prism distortion. Watch the light bend. Watch it go dark. Watch it go dark, 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 dark. Watch it go dark, 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 looking through the window at a city painted gray, watching all the silhouettes that slowly melt away. They are trying hard to find the cracks inside the stone, begging for a piece of me that they can call their own. But I'm just pulling down the... Drop the blinds, cut the lines, lose the trace, erase the face, fade into the... I'm swallowing the spotlight and killing the glow. I'm stopping all the traffic and ending the show. I'm watching from the shadows with nowhere to go, leaving them completely opaque. They are flashing heavy lights to penetrate the dark, desperate to capture just a single flying spark. But the armor that I wear is absorbing every beam, nothing but a phantom in a simulated dream. And I'm just pulling down the... Drop the blinds, cut the lines, lose the trace, erase the face, fading to the... to. I'm swallowing the spotlight and killing the glow. I'm stopping all the traffic and ending the show. I'm watching from the shadows and nowhere to go, leaving them completely opaque. Completely opaque. Watch it go dark. Calculated. Calculated. Walking through the labyrinth of mirrors and the gold, watching as the simulated narratives unfold. Breathing out the vapor in the middle of the room, listening to the sudden heavy drops of the bass boom. They are setting up the traps and pulling at the strings, looking for the consequence that every action brings. I am simply analyzing everything they hide, keeping all the temperature complete, cold inside, and waiting for the moment to step left, step right, fade out, go wide, breathe deep, hold tight, moving through the moving through the I'm calculating every angle of the falling rain. I'm navigating through the center of the heavy pain. I'm isolating every variable in my domain, caught in the silver geometry. Every single movement is a mathematical line drawn across the canvas with the razor-thin design. They are moving frantically and trying not to slip. I am just maintaining an unshakable grip, watching all their desperation slowly start to peak, knowing that the foundation is incredibly weak. I am just a phantom calculating the degrees, listening to the rhythm of the step left, step right, fade out, go wide, breathe deep, hold tight, moving through the moving through the I'm calculating every angle of the falling rain. I'm navigating through the center of the heavy pain. I'm isolating every variable in my domain, caught in the silver geometry. Equations are written right onto the glass. I'm perfectly quiet and letting them pass. The symmetry holds and the logic is sound. I'm floating right over the top of the ground and pulling the strings until they just calculated. Falling rain. I'm navigating through the center of the heavy pain. I'm isolating every variable in my domain, caught in the silver geometry. Silver geometry. Looking through the camera, but the focus is a blur. Nothing is exactly as they thought it ever were. Chasing a projection of a ghost upon the wall, waiting for a target that was never there at all. Moving through the shadows while they're staring at the light, blending with the background in the middle of the night. They are reaching out to grab me, but I'm shift the view. Something new changed the frame when the game falling through the I'm a holographic vision that they desperately chase. I'm completely disappearing without leaving any trace. I'm a weaponized deception staring right into their face. Caught inside the parallax. And in the reality with every step I take, watching every promise that they ever try to break. Shimmering like water, but I'm solid as the ice. Never gonna let them ever try to play me twice. Smiling for the photograph of standing out of frame, watching as they slowly start to realize the game. They are reaching out to grab me, but I'm shift the view. Something new change the frame when the game falling through the I'm a holographic vision that they desperately chase. I'm completely disappearing without leaving any trace. I'm a weaponized deception staring right into their face. Caught inside the parallax. The angle changes, the room rearranges, the focal point breaks, the whole floor shakes. You thought you were close, but the distance expands. I'm a holographic vision that they desperately chase. I'm completely disappearing without leaving any trace. I'm a weaponized deception staring right into their face. Caught inside the parallax. Never really there.
Ooh, yeah, let's shatter it. We stepping inside of the prism, the vision is instantly split. They tryna capture the angle, but missing the whole of the hit. I'm bringing the bounce to the center, I'm dropping the heavy control. She freezing the whole of the room and taking the absolute toll. We pushing the limit until it just
Watch it bend, watch it break, see the shape start to shake, pushing to the I'm taking the light and I'm tearing the colors apart. I'm freezing the rhythm that beats in the core of your heart. I'm leaving you totally blind in the absolute
and the ceiling begins to cave in. I'm watching the panic ignite as the heavy distortion begins. They wanted a piece of the diamond, they wanted a piece of the crown, but I am the force of the avalanche, bringing it entirely down and holding my
breath until they all watch it bend, watch it break, see the shape start to shake, push into the I'm taking the light and I'm tearing the colors apart. I'm freezing the rhythm that beats in the core of your heart. I'm leaving you totally blind in the absolute dark. Watch the crystal collision.
They thought they could handle the pressure. They playing with ice, but looking directly at her is a heavy and dangerous price. The temperature dropping so fast that the symphony stops. We waiting right here in the silence to wait for the
crystal collision. Crystal collision. Ooh. Let it shatter.
Let it shatter.
Ooh, the noise is gone. The chaotic static is finally fading into the white. I am standing perfectly still in the middle of the night. All of the fractured reflections are suddenly swept away. Nothing but absolute clarity left in the space to stay. Taking a breath that is cooling down. Solid ground, crystal breath,
Quiet as
slipping into I am letting the silence completely cover the floor. Closing the heavy and beautifully gilded door. I am leaving the shadows that follow me long before, shining completely solitaire.
looking across the horizon, the pressure is completely gone. We're sitting up in the glacier and waiting to
watch the dawn.
The symphony finally settles and everything finds its place. Nobody trying to reach us or trying to run the race.
Taking a breath that is cooling down.
Solid ground,
Crystal breath,
quiet death,
slipping into I am letting the silence completely cover the floor. I am closing the heavy and beautifully gilded door. I am polished and the edges are smooth. Nothing left to prove and there's nothing to lose. We built a sanctuary out of the freezing ice and never even had to sacrifice the I am letting the silence completely cover the floor. I am closing the heavy and beautifully gilded door. I am leaving the shadows that follow me long before, shining completely solitaire. Solitaire. Perfectly clear. The noise is gone. Looking at the city from a balcony of ice, I never have to ask them or apologize it twice. The air is getting thinner and the altitude is steep. I'm watching all the shadows as they slowly fall asleep. The surface is completely without a single flaw. I'm operating purely on a different kind of law, just waiting for the moment to watch the glow, see the snow, feel the chill, hold it still, bathing in the I'm freezing the atmosphere without making a sound. I'm wearing a heavy and an untouchable crown. I'm watching the empire as it slowly burns down, perfectly immaculate now. Center of the stone, I'm sitting here completely and beautifully alone. The pressure couldn't break me, it only made me bright. I'm drawing out the borders in the middle of the night. The surface is completely without a single flaw. I'm operating purely on a different kind of law, just waiting for the moment to watch the glow, see the snow, feel the chill, hold it still, bathing in the I'm freezing the atmosphere without making a sound. I'm wearing a heavy and an untouchable crown. I'm watching the empire as it slowly burns down, perfectly immaculate now. Settled on the frozen marble floor. I'm never looking backward at the way it was before. The light is hitting different when you finally reach the peak. I'm leaving them with absolutely nothing left to speak and stepping right into the immaculate now. a single flaw. The blueprint is drawn and the frost on the glass. I'm watching the centuries quietly pass. A cathedral of ice reaching up to the sky. I'm catching the light in the blink of an eye. There isn't a shadow to hide in the space. I'm leaving a beautifully permanent trace and staring right into the marble columns, silver autumns, frozen water, perfect daughter stepping into. I am designing the pillars that hold up the night. Arches are curving with absolute grace. A silent museum, a heavy cold space. They look at the structure and tremble in fear, because they can see the design is so clear. The temperature dropping to absolute chill. I'm standing completely and perfectly still and staring right into the marble columns, silver autumns, frozen water, perfect daughter stepping into. I am designing the pillars that hold up the night. I am projecting a perfectly weaponized light. I am the vision that steps out of everybody's sight. Every single reflection is sharp as a blade. I'm walking the palace that I finally made. The symphony echoes across the great hall, without any worry that it's going to fall. I'm completely admiring the designing the pillars that hold up the night. I am projecting a perfectly weaponized light. I am the vision that steps out of everybody's sight, inside the cold architecture. Cold architecture. Flawlessly built.
Yeah, it's over now. Yeah, we standing right at the apex. The summit is finally clear. Nobody stepping up to the throne. Nobody is coming near. She holding the absolute power. She holding the heavy crown. We took the whole of the empire and brought it entirely down. You looking right at the pinnacle, pristine and perfectly sharp. We playing the industry beautifully, just like a classical harp. No hesitation, no mercy. We bringing the absolute.
Hold the line, watch it shine. Perfect aim in the game. Stepping into the heavy consequence that they could never outrun. I am the frozen bullet fired directly from the gun. I am the absolute victor, standing here when it is done. Watch the flawless execution.
Yeah, looking down from the stratosphere, watching the ashes fall. I never leave any evidence, no fingerprints on the wall. They thought they could calculate me, they thought they could read my mind, but I am a weaponized masterpiece, leaving them all behind. The silence is perfectly beautiful, deafening in my ear. I am entirely bulletproof, finally seeing it clear. No hesitation, no mercy. I'm bringing the absolute.
Hold the line, watch it shine. Perfect aim in the game. Stepping into the I am the heavy consequence that they could never outrun. I am the frozen bullet fired directly from the gun. I am the absolute victor, standing here when it is done. Watch the flawless execution.
Yeah, we dropping the final curtain, the symphony coming to close. She stepping out of the shadows and striking the perfect pose. The diamond is heavily polished and cutting right to the core. We leaving the rest of the room demanding a little bit more and pushing the pressure until it just.
I am the heavy consequence that they could never outrun. I am the frozen bullet fired directly from the gun. I am the absolute victor, standing here when it is done. Watch the flawless execution. Flawless execution.
Never miss a shot.
Never miss a shot. The storm has finally settled and the atmosphere is thin. I'm looking at the empire and the era I am in. The pressure tried to crush me, but it only made me shine. I'm drawing out the borders of a kingdom that is mine, leaving all the heavy shadows in the freezing snow, waiting for the entire universe to finally know that I am perfectly preparing to take a breath, nothing left. Hold the crown, look around, stepping into. I'm sitting on the summit of the world I left behind. I am leaving every shadow in the flashing cameras, but they cannot see my face. I'm operating purely in a completely different space. The symphony is playing just for me and me alone. I am the frozen monarch sitting calmly on the throne, leaving all the heavy shadows in the freezing snow, waiting for the entire universe to finally know that I am perfectly preparing to take a breath, nothing left, hold the crown, look around, stepping into. I'm sitting on the summit of the world I left behind. I am leaving every shadow in the broken glass out of my mind. I am completely untouchable and perfectly aligned. Welcome to the clarity. Edge, the icy ledge, the diamond cut, the final stride. I am entirely unbreakable. I am sitting on the summit of the world I left behind. I am leaving every shadow in the broken glass out of my mind. I am completely untouchable and perfectly aligned. Welcome to the clarity. The clarity. Ooh, perfectly aligned. Perfectly aligned. The cameras flash, but they don't see a thing. I built a fortress from a diamond ring. The ice is heavy on the digital wire. I watched them drowning in the frozen fire, waiting in the glow, nowhere left to go. Shadows getting low. Tick tock, lock the gate. I don't leave it up to fate. Watch the monitors awake, every move they try to make. Running the codes in the dead of the night, holding the throne in the pale neon light, keeping the crown completely in sight. Initialize the Sapphire Protocol. Initialize, initialize. The sensors trip across the marble floor. They're always begging for a little more. I cut the feet and watch the static bleed. I am the only architect I need. Cold inside the frame, whispering my name. It's a losing game. Tick tock, lock the gate. I don't leave it up to fate. Watch the monitors awake, every move they try to make. Running the codes in the dead of the night, holding the throne in the pale neon light, keeping the initialize the Sapphire Protocol. Tracing the lines on the digital map, watching them walk right into the trap. Silver and cold in the glow of the screen, I am the ghost inside the machine. Nothing to hide, crossing the line, running out of time.
Acquired, the vision is clear. We don't allow any trespassers here. Heavy the bass when we enter the room, sealing the vault and predicting the doom. Hold up the gate,
Sealing their fate, carrying the weight. Step into the wire, step into the code. Watch the plan expire, watch the truth unfold. Shine in the light through the center of the prism, locking the walls with the fatal precision, leaving them blind in the digital vision. Nobody crosses the laser grid. Lock it down. Lock it down. Lock it down. Chasing the pulse of the enemy fleet, I feel the rhythm beneath my feet. Flawless and clean in the absolute dark, leaving my signature, leaving my mark. Nowhere to run under the sun, look what we've done. Step into the wire, step into the code. Watch the plan expire, watch the truth unfold. Shine in the light through the center of the prism, locking the walls with the fatal precision, leaving them blind in the digital vision. Nobody crosses the laser grid. Lock it down. Lock it down. second floor. I lock the servers and I seal the heavy door. The temperature drops, the pendulum stops, the breathing is soft. Trace the signal to the source, intercept the heavy force. Watch the digital display, push the enemy away. I see the phantom hiding in the silver light. I feel the danger creeping in the dead of night. I keep the weapon heavy and the target inside, breaking down the cryptographic code. I calculate the damage and the time we spend. The ice is forming on the edge of a machine. I am the only one who sees behind the screen. The message is clear, the ending is near. I swallow the fear. Trace the signal to the source, intercept the heavy force. Watch the digital display, push the enemy away. I see the phantom hiding in the silver light. Creeping in the dead of night. I keep the weapon heavy and the target inside, breaking down the cryptographic code. The marble cracks and the temperature spikes, a sudden shadow in the neon lights. I see the code start to bleed on the glass. They found a way through the digital past. The system is shaking, the architecture breaking. My reflection is fading. I slip right through the silver wire. I brought the heat, I brought the fire. You built it tall, you built it cold, but every fortress folds. I'm in the mainframe now, taking the crown, bringing it down. Sirens in the distance, screaming in the red. Echoes of the industry messing with my head. Sparks are flying upward, burning through the roof. I need to find the absolute truth. The mirrors are spinning and changing the angle, caught in the middle of a beautiful tangle. Watching the kingdom begin to dismantle, losing control of the shattered feet. System failure. I reroute the power to the central core. I never fought in this arena before. The data is spinning out of my hands, shifting the shape of my original plans. The silence is violent, the enemy silent. The virus is vibrant. Sirens in the distance, screaming in the red. Echoes of the industry messing with my head. Sparks are flying upward, burning through the roof. I need to find me absolute truth. The mirrors are spinning and changing the angle, caught in the middle of a beautiful tangle, watching the kingdom begin to dismantle, losing control of the shattered feet. System failure. Just dead. A million voices inside of my head. The classical strings are playing reverse. I'm trapped in the middle of a digital curse, flickering out, filling with doubt. Shadows about. Run the numbers through the floor, seal the heavy iron door. Watch the panic start to rise. Look into the glowing eyes. I see the fractions dividing the screen. I hear the static consuming the dream. I feel the temperature drop in the machine, hunting the ghost in the wire. Where are you? Diamond walls are starting to crack. I launched the sequence, but it's bouncing right back. The pizzicato rhythm is losing the beat. I'm fighting a phantom I never could meet. Falling apart, freezing my heart, losing the start. Run the numbers through the floor, seal the heavy iron door. Watch the panic start to rise. Look into the glowing eyes. I see the fractions dividing the screen. I hear the static consuming the dream. I feel the temperature drop in the machine, hunting the ghost in the wire. Cannot compute. Overriding gates. The red lights flash and the sirens scream. I'm losing my grip on the digital dream. The architecture falling to the heavy bass. I'm running out of time and I'm out of space, tearing the seams, breaking the beams, silencing screams.
I kick down the door and I shatter the glass. You built it for the future but stuck in the past. I'm taking the crown and I'm burning the throne. You thought you were safe but you're dying alone.
Taking the wheel, making it real, breaking the seal. Alarms in the dark, heavy and loud, smoke in the room, foam in the cloud. Cut the connection, sever the line. Nothing is yours, everything is mine. The virus is spreading and taking the lead. The fortress is falling at maximum speed. The kingdom is burning, starting to bleed. I cannot survive the fatal exception. Total collapse. The monitor shatter and fall to the floor. I don't even recognize my face anymore. The code is corrupted, the data is gone, and I'm watching the ruins out here in the dawn fade into black, under attack, no turning back. Alarms in the dark, heavy and loud, smoke in the room, foam in the cloud. Cut the connection, sever the line. Nothing is yours, everything is mine. The virus is spreading and taking the lead. The fortress is falling at maximum speed. The kingdom is burning, starting to bleed. I cannot survive the fatal exception. Shutting down. The smoke is clearing out across the marble floor. I wipe the data clean and lock the heavy door. The glitches fade away into the quiet night. I'm standing at the center of the silver light, breathing in the cold, watching it unfold, beautiful and bold. Erase the footprint, hide the trail. I watch the infiltration fail. The architecture starts to heal. I am the only thing that's real. The royal perimeter is flawless and clean. I'm running the power from behind the screen. The quietest victor that they've ever seen. Welcome to the silent sovereign. I keep putting them to sleep. Erase the footprint, hide the trail. I watch the infiltration fail. The architecture starts to heal. I am the only thing that's real. The royal perimeter is flawless and clean. I'm running the power from behind the screen. fast and heavy on the skin. I lock the perimeter and I stay within. The cameras are tracking the movement of the light. The industry watching me dominate the night. Breathing so slow, watching the glow, letting it go. Nothing left to share. Watch the empire start to gleam, perfect in the silver dream. I built a castle from the frozen tears. I locked away the doubt and all the fears. I'm shining brighter than I have in years. Welcome to the 0 Kelvin core. Is perfectly aligned, leaving the chaos and the panic far behind. The classical piano is striking on the key. The world is spinning, but it revolves around me. Ice on the floor, locking the door, wanting no more. Freeze the water, freeze the air. Nothing left to share. Watch the empire start to gleam, perfect in the silver dream. I built a castle from the frozen tears. I locked away the doubt and all the fears. I'm shining brighter than I have in years. Welcome to the 0 Kelvin core. Against the silver glass, I watch the shadows of the broken system pass. The temperature is stable in the royal hall. I'm leaning back against the heavy diamond wall. Nothing left to prove, nothing left to move. Staying in the groove. I walked across the wire just to see the throne. I know you built this heavy paradise alone. The ice is shining perfect in the neon beam. We're floating in the center of the lucid dream. Flawless and secure, everything is pure. We are the cure. Hold the heavy silence in the room. Watch the digital lotus start to bloom. Every single monitor is clear. We have finally eliminated fear. We are resting in the shadow of the velvet night. We are hidden from the panic and the blinding keeping all the heavy architecture tight. Welcome to the inner sanctum.
In the dark, we left the industry without a single mark.
The neon glows across the polished marble floor. We don't have to fight the battles anymore. Breathing in the space, moving with the grace, perfect in our place. Hold the heavy silence in the room. Watch the digital loader start to bloom. Every single monitor is clear. We have finally eliminated fear. We are resting in the shadow of the velvet night. We are hidden from the panic and the blinding light. We are keeping all the heavy architecture tight. Welcome to the inner sanctum. Lighting up the corridor. I leave the broken data on the floor. The diamonds heavy on the winter coat. I am the only one to cross the moat. Pacing the room, dodging the doom, light in the gloom. Step into the light, elevate the frame. Watch the digital monitors display my name. Flawless in the dark, sharper than the glass. Let the heavy cinematic shadows pass. I keep the kingdom frozen in the neon glow. I watch the silver data river overflow. I run the simulation in the ice below. I am the one who wears the holographic crown. Key. The entire industry is watching me. I calculate the angles and the lines. I am the master of the code designs. Holding the space, setting the pace, winning the race. Step into the light, elevate the frame. Watch the digital monitors display my name. Flawless in the dark, sharper than the glass. Let the heavy cinematic shadows pass. I keep the kingdom frozen in the neon glow. I watch the silver data river overflow. I run the simulation in the ice below. I am the one who wears the heart. Holographic Crown. The perimeter is quiet and the monitors are cold. We are protecting the empire, exactly as we're told. The synthetic walls are shining like a heavy silver shield. I am the only commander upon the battlefield, waiting in the deep, promises to keep, never gonna sleep.
I walk the digital perimeter and hold the heavy line. You built the architecture flawless by a cinematic design. Nobody getting through the fortress and nobody getting past. We locked the heavy iron doors and built the kingdom out of glass.
Holding up the weight, standing at the gate, sealing every fate. Look at the reflection in the screen, sharper than a laser guillotine. Everything is under our control, protecting the absolute soul. We are standing in the shadow of the silver throne. We are keeping all the secrets in the absolute unknown. We are making sure the architect is never left alone, deploying the Obsidian Guard. Diamonds are reflecting off the polished marble floor. We have eliminated every single threat outside the door. The classical piano echoes down the empty hall. I'm watching the magnificent and heavy curtain fall. Perfect in the dark, leaving not a mark, lighting up the spark. Look at the reflection in the screen, sharper than a laser guillotine. Everything is under our control, protecting the absolute soul. We are standing in the shadow of the silver throne. We are keeping all the secrets in the absolute unknown. We are making sure the architect is never left alone, deploying the Obsidian Guard.
Yeah, the diamonds are cut with a surgical blade. I watch every move that the enemy made. The silence is heavy, the temperature drops. I'm running the system and it never stops.
Colder the touch, never too much. Holding the clutch.
I step in the room and the temperature freezes. I'm locking the grid and I'm blocking the breezes. You thought you could run, but the perimeter tightens. The flash of the screen and the digital brightens, taking the lead. Watching them bleed, planting the seed.
Ooh, the shadows are falling in line. Ooh, the architecture is divine. Watch the reflection upon the glass.
Nobody here is ever getting past.
We are the kings of the digital code. We are the legends that never get old. We are the ones with the silver and gold, conducting the lethal symphony.
Flawless execution. The classical strings are sharper than a knife. I'm claiming the throne for the rest of my life. The cameras are tracking the blood on the floor. We settled the score and we locked up the door. Setting the pace, owning the space, winning the race.
Ooh, the shadows are falling in line. Ooh, the architecture is divine. Watch the reflection upon the glass.
Nobody here is ever getting past.
We are the kings of the digital code. We are the legends that never get old. We are the ones with the silver and gold, conducting the lethal symphony. Good night. Good night. to run the show. I feel the rhythm taking over the machine. I see the lasers cut into the silver screen. I get the empire looking beautiful and clean, dancing in the pulse architecture. Digital snow is falling so slow. The monitors shine with a beautiful glow. The heavy machinery taking a breath. I engineered a gorgeous and quiet death of the noise. All the toys losing the voice. Trace the line upon the glass. Watch the quiet moments pass. Everything is safe and sound. Nothing heavy on the ground. I'm planting the seeds in the digital snow. I'm watching the beautiful architecture grow. I'm keeping the tempo incredibly slow, resting alone in the glass garden. So quiet. The classical strings are singing to me. I am exactly where I wanted to be. The virus is gone and the system is clean. I am the ghost who is ruling the screen, quiet and bright. Into the night, holding the light. Trace the line upon the glass. Watch the quiet moments pass. Everything is safe and sound. Nothing heavy on the ground. I'm planting the seeds in the digital snow. I'm watching the beautiful architecture grow. I'm keeping the tempo incredibly slow, resting alone in the glass garden. Good night.
brushes and paints the sky. I watch the digital
horizon soaring high.
The empire is heavy and the walls are steep.
I am the only one awake while others sleep. Holding the cold, brave and the bold, never too old.
Heavy on the baseline, everything is perfect in the center of the design. We built it from the bottom, freezing up the cold wire, walking through the ashes of the digital fire.
Taking the crown, shutting it down, owning the town.
Bring down the curtain, turn off the light. We have survived the longest of nights.
Everything here is protected and framed. We are the only ones running the game. I sit upon the throne of the beautiful abyss. I seal the heavy data with the solitary kiss. I built a universe that they will always miss, closing the sovereign loop.
Cellos are echoing across the empty space. There is no longer any panic in this place. The flawless execution of the grand design.
I am the architect and everything is mine. Nothing to fear, everything clear, staying right here.
Bring down the curtain, turn off the light. We have survived the longest of nights.
Everything here is protected and framed. We are the only ones running the game.